The Great Barrier Reef is the world's largest coral reef system composed of over 2,900 individual reefs and 900 islands. This diverse ecosystem stretches for over 1,400 miles and covers an area of approximately 33,000 square miles. It's massive. So big, in fact, it is larger than the Great Wall of China and is the only living organism visible from space. Having the opportunity to visit such an awe-inspiring location again, how could I resist? The destination, Port Douglas, Queensland, a 23-hour drive from the Gold Coast. This I was not looking forward to, but having over 100 kilos of luggage and equipment, plus a girlfriend that hates flying, it seemed like a good idea at the time. I can tell you now, not so much. No matter the trials and tribulations, in the end I would get to see the reefs again. Nothing could stop me. Starting a massive road trip in the rain was not exactly ideal, and just my luck as the day advanced, the rain only came harder. As the sun went down, the rain subsided, and for that I was grateful, as the highway ahead brought with it some of the jankiest roads I've ever driven, especially at 110 k's trying to avoid Skippy jumping out in front of me. Super sketchy. As the sun rose, the true beauty of the northeast coast was unveiled. From the never-ending beaches to the wide open fields and the stunningly beautiful rainforest, there was plenty to see along the way.
These broken constitutions, these distant illusions, where does our journey start? When we're so far apart.
Later that day we arrived at our hotel in Port Douglas. Needless to say, after 23 hours straight of driving, we were both buggered. We unpacked and relaxed for a little before curling up in the fetal position and involuntarily falling asleep. The next morning we had an hour-and-a-half drive back to Cairns City to change rental cars to a four-wheel drive. The four-wheel drive was needed because we had planned some scenic drives up north through the rainforest. We only had one day left in Port Douglas, as the following day we had already booked our trip out to the reefs, leaving from Cairns. Well planned. No matter what, I was excited to go exploring. With Cairns in our sight, literally, we came to the first of many roundabouts. Now stick with me, this is going somewhere. Yep, I mentioned earlier about my luck. Now roundabouts are a great idea and all, but that doesn't necessarily mean everyone knows how to use them. I'll just leave it at that. So now is when I'm meant to be taking you guys to the Daintree. Yep, that's a rainforest, but all my camera footage from that day was lost. So let's just jump straight to the barrier. Enjoy. Visiting the Great Barrier Reef again was something truly special, but what you see here is far from the full picture. I saw some of the most spectacular corals on my trip I've ever seen, but I also saw some of the most devastating sights. Global coral bleaching over the past 2 years has led to widespread coral decline and habitat loss. In that time alone, 2/3 of the Great Barrier Reef was affected by bleaching, killing up to 50% of the corals in those parts of the reefs. Sounds bad, doesn't it? Not until you see it with your own eyes would you believe the scale of the issue. One look around makes you wonder what once was. As far as the eye can see was algae-covered skeletons, a sign that coral just couldn't fight anymore. It's now gone forever. Amidst the fields of skeletons, some soft corals are able to survive despite the treacherous waters. But the real question remains, will the stony corals ever return? One can only hope, but the sad thing is if we don't act, all this could be gone. The way the world is going, not much will change. The ocean temps will rise, the water will become more acidic, and the Great Barrier Reef, along with all the world's other reefs, will be at great risk. All these creatures rely on us as much as nature. Our actions can affect their home, and as much as you may not want to admit it, we are responsible for a lot of what's going on. We have come so far in the past century, but at what cost? I just hope the day never comes that I get asked by my grandkids, whatever happened to the Great Barrier Reef, and why didn't you do something about it? Dramatic, yes, but ignorance is what got us here. It's important to realise this may not just be a natural cycle. Best case scenario, I'm some crazy guy ranting on about how shit humans are. But if by chance we don't change and reefs disappear, it's a bleak future. The Great Barrier Reef is something to me truly worth saving. It dwarfs the world's second largest reef tenfold and is a place amazing things happen daily. This is the place I want to come back to forever. The main reason for travelling to Cairns apart from the reefs was to attend MACA. MACA is one of the only marine conferences in Australia and was a good opportunity to meet lots of shop business owners and hobbyists alike. Throughout the 4 days there was a fair bit to do, from a Coral ID workshop with Russell Kelly to Cairns Marine's open day barbecue. Special guest speakers included Mark Callahan, or Mr. Saltwater Tank, Lemon Tea, who knows far too much about fish by the way, along with many other Australian experts in the field. Saturday night came and brought with it the best part: buffet dinner, free drinks and good company. Getting impatient to eat, we decided to help ourselves and promptly got told off mid grabbing food. Do you think that stopped Darren Butt?
I'm not waiting for dinner.
Sorry, MACA. Good times were had, friends were made, and drinks were drunk. The next morning, Cairns Marine was the destination. Lyle, the owner, was nice enough to open the doors to his facility for the day and throw a barbecue. Now before you go saying it's wrong to keep sharks and the likes in little tanks, this facility is far above standards, and I'm glad that there are places like this hiring staff that clearly have a passion for the oceans. Cairns Marine supplies a large percentage of the fish sharks you see in public aquariums worldwide, and you can tell that they care about their animals. Overall, it was an amazing experience, but also overwhelming. I would tell you about all the insane corals I saw throughout the day, But who wants to listen to me? I'll just show you instead. Special thanks to Lyle, the staff of Cairns Marine, and Darren, who helped a brother out despite having what looked to be one epic hangover. Lots of sore heads that day. I left Cairns with 2 perfed eardrums, a massive headache, a sore wallet and a hit to my insurance record, wondering if it was all worth it. Simple answer, 100%. I will be returning to the reef sooner rather than later. Plenty to update you guys on, so stay tuned and I'll see you all soon. I appreciate you, Reef Pack. Let me know if you enjoyed. Peace.